Good afternoon. My name is Sergeant Ganton, and this will be an unclassified mission brief. The purpose of this brief will be to inform the platoon of the route for our upcoming movement to the ORP. A couple things for this movement. Enemy contact the probability for enemy contact is minimal up until we reach that last leg of movement to the ORP. So with that in mind, for the entirety of the movement, aside from that last leg, we're going to be moving in a squad column, fire team wedge, and utilizing the traveling overwatch style of movement. And the order of movement for my squad will be alpha team, squad leader, and then bravo team. So to begin, we're going to start up here at the patrol base, and we're going to move across that first LDA, which is that trail. And then from there, we'll move down the spur, across these other two LDAs, so this river here and this trail here. And then from there, we will ascend the spur to our first checkpoint. Then from that checkpoint, we'll shoot an azimuth over to our checkpoint 2, which is this saddle right here between these two hills. And we will move more in a less of a dead reckoning, more of a terrain association. So we're going to utilize the military crest of this spur here, move across that, move to our checkpoint. Then from there, we'll shoot another azimuth over to our checkpoint 3, which is this saddle here. Once again, utilizing the military crest of the spur, we'll move across these two LDAs, so this river here and this trail here, get to our checkpoint 3. Throughout, we will have some pretty dense vegetation, nothing too crazy, but enough to provide cover and concealment should we encounter any contact, and enough concealment so we won't be seen from any of those LDAs until we're right up on them. And so then from that checkpoint 3, we'll shoot an azimuth over to our checkpoint 4, which is this spur right here on that denser contour line. Once again, less of a dead reckoning, more of a terrain association style of navigation. So we'll move across the military crest here, trying to stay on that contour line as much as we can. As you can see, it's pretty steep elevation there, so we want to try to stay on those contour lines as much as we can. Once we reach that checkpoint 4, we're going to shoot an azimuth over to our checkpoint 5. We will move down this draw here. As you can see, the elevation isn't too bad, so it shouldn't be that tough for us to move. We're going to have to cross these two LDAs right here, so this river and this trail. We're going to try to cross where there's a little bit more separation between the two. That way we can cross, then regroup, and then cross again. So that way we're not crossing one LDA right into the next. Then from there, we'll move up this elevation here to our checkpoint 5, which is this spur. And then from there, shoot an azimuth over to our checkpoint 6, descend this elevation. In this portion of the movement, we have 3 LDA crossings. So this stream here, and that trail there. It's a little difficult to cross both of these LDAs to kind of have a place to regroup in the middle. So we're going to try to cross contrary to this one, we're going to try to cross at its narrowest point, so that way we can just move across both of them in one stretch and then regroup closer to here as we get closer to our checkpoint 6. And then to get to our checkpoint 6, we will ascend up through this draw, up to this hilltop. Then once we reach that hilltop, we're going to shoot an azimuth over to our checkpoint 7. We will move across the contour lines here, once again utilizing the military crest. We have one LDA crossing, which is this trail here. We are going to stay just north of this forest clearing because we don't want to be out in the open. And then we will reach our checkpoint 7, which is this spur right here. And then from there, we're going to shoot an azimuth down to our ORP. So on this stretch of the movement, we're getting closer to the enemy. So we are going to utilize bounding, and we'll move in a squad line fire team wedge. What are your questions?